Hey guys, it is Kristen with Mermaid Wax. I'm going to talk to you about skin lifting. Why is my skin lifting or your client's skin lifting? I am here to help. So before I dive in, if any of y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to comment down below, like, subscribe. I love connecting with all of you guys and answering any questions you have, so don't be a stranger. Okay, so why is my skin lifting? So one of the worst things that can happen during a wax appointment is for your skin or your client's skin to lift. So what does skin lifting mean? Sometimes it can also be called a wax burn, but basically it is caused when the wax adheres to the skin itself and removes the skin, not just the hair. So it's removing more than you want it to. So it means that the wax will remove the top layer of live skin, leaving that skin underneath raw and exposed. It hurts, it's uncomfortable, feels kind of like a sunburn. Sometimes you might not even be aware that the skin lifted for a day or two, but a lot of the time it will hurt. You'll notice it immediately because the skin will be like shiny almost, and it's just not fun. So yeah, skin lifting is you haven't gone through that, that's awesome. I have before, and it's just never a good idea. But that was, gosh, I was like 16 when that happened. So what causes this? Multiple things. First and foremost, soft wax has a much higher likelihood of lifting the skin than hard wax does. Soft wax is really sticky. Think of like super glue. So with soft wax, you can only go over the same area one time. So you cannot go over it more than once. Otherwise, you most likely will lift the skin. So soft wax will, it adheres to anything and everything. So it'll adhere to the skin, not just the hair. So whenever you remove that strip, the hair just happens to come out with it, which is why you can't go over the same area more than once. Hard wax, you have more wiggle room. You can go over the same area multiple times with hard wax, as long as it's not too hot. If it's too hot, then you'll burn the client and that layer of skin will come off whenever you remove the strip. But hard wax melts into a liquid gel-like consistency, and then once it cools, it will suction cup and grab anything that it's stuck to. So like, so whenever, like, think like candle wax. So whenever it is cooling, it'll suction cup the hairs. So whenever you pull it, the hairs will come out with it. But it won't leave any kind of like sticky residue on your skin afterwards, if that makes sense. So what are some other things that will cause the skin to lift? Applying the wax too hot. I'll go all over all of these in like detail. Applying the wax too hot, going over the same area more than once, using a low quality wax, and then products that your client is using that is going to be affecting their skin and making their skin more likelihood to lift. So first thing, applying the wax too hot. With both hard wax and soft wax, you always want to make sure that the consistency is at like a honey molasses-like consistency. With hard wax, you can just test the temperature on the inside of your wrist. That's what I always do, because if it's too hot for you, it's definitely going to be too hot for your client. So always make sure that the temperature is correct. Because yeah, if it's too hot, you're going to burn your client and that skin's going to come off whenever you remove it. Going over the same area multiple times. Like I said, with soft wax, you can only go over an area one time. You cannot make a second pass. It's a one and done type thing. With hard wax, you can go over the same area multiple times. Again, you just want to make sure the wax is not too warm. But that is something that I really love about hard wax, is that you can go over it 2, 3, 4 times if you need to, and your skin should be safe. Next one, using a low quality wax, which if you use mermaid wax, you know I'm not going to sell anything that is low quality, so you are covered. But a lot of other brands are manufactured in China. And I will say, I would never, ever advise you to put anything on your skin, skincare products, waxes, makeup that is made in China. If you're not aware of this, I recommend looking it up, but China's regulations are pretty much non-existent, which means you can't trust anything that they put out. So Definitely, if you see the wax says made in China, move on, go to another one, because it's not going to be what you want to deal with. And then lastly, products. So always make sure you ask your customers and your clients what products they're using at home, because things like retinol, Accutane, and other acne medications will thin out the customer's skin. So if the skin is thinner, it's easier to be lifted. So if they're on anything like that, you definitely need to know, because if you would need to put extra time between the last time they use that product and when they come in to get waxed, to ensure that they are safe from getting their skin accidentally lifted. What do you do if you lift skin? It's okay, don't panic, you will survive. Apply Neosporin first and foremost, that or like cortisone cream, 100% aloe vera, multiple times a day. And then stay away from makeup. Definitely don't try to cover it up with makeup. Lotions, getting dirty, sweating, and heat, like the sun, because it's gonna make it worse. So it'll normally take about a week or two. It shouldn't scar, so you should be okay, especially as long as you take care of it. And put healing products on, but yeah, if we can avoid you lifting skin or getting your skin lifted, then that is ideal. So I hope this helps. Any questions, let me know. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.